they call me the working man, and this goes with what I was just going to say. The level of self-inflicted, I wouldn't say torture, but it's a little bit of excessive overthinking. Check me out. I don't fully understand how important my intentions, my feeling, my words are. I hear it, I'm tired of hearing it, but it really is all there is when it comes to this life. Everything that we have is based off of this, and everything we don't. And to a certain extent, you care about these things, but you don't let it take over your life. I mean, you don't have your whole life being affirmations and vision boards and meditation and this, that, or the other. You wind up only focusing on what you're bringing in, and you become a hypocrite to your own rule of being in the now and appreciating what you have. It's easy to be a hypocrite and fall into some type of trance with tunnel vision when it comes to anything that attracted and drew you to it with force. All right, this would be, my God, it could be a person, a new hobby, a new food that you're trying, something that was powerful enough to captivate you. There you go. But what happens when we're questioned on that? Like, how's the new job? And whatever your reasons are to lie about how good a new job was, I would assume it would be because you didn't want them to sabotage it, and you're used to people, or you instinctively felt that, and that was why. Or you don't want them getting a job there. You know, I want this job, I want to say that it's mine, and la-da-da-da-da, but so you lie about how you feel about the job. Now, this thing that's picking up, right? We have to say this. Here's the universe's recorder. You know, have these reporters and shit record. This is the universe recording everything that you're saying. This is your feeling. This is what you're speaking out. And then they put it all together, and they create one of those sample things from Ulta Beauty, right? They create a sample. They ask you, what colors are you? What kind of skin you get? Next thing you know, you're sent something that may work or may not work, but it's sent from something based off of information you gave. I'm going to flip out some cards because I do feel, and I feel like it's some women who move like men this way, but this is a man thing that happens. I'm going to hydrate for this one. That was the bad decision they made. I'm going to hydrate for this one. Somebody thought that the other choice was going to be better further down the 12th. Tell me about this. I mean, this is, I get up and say, this is what I clearly want, require, desire, call it what you want. I need. I'm going to go with this instead. And I'm even going to come up with a lie, a story of a lie. Because deep down, why? I'm going to get into all this. Tell me about this. I lied and said that I didn't like the other one. Or I lied and said I didn't want that job, that I didn't need the money, that we were good. There's a difference. Oh, this is a fine line between manifesting and putting things out there and being positive and shit. And being authentic, though, right? You just have to take that go with the bad kind of thing. But this would be... They're out there. Ooh, they're like from another, they're out in space somewhere. You could just be, wow. This is somebody that doesn't really pay attention to what's going on in the world, though. And this doesn't feel like I'm unplugged and I don't watch the news. This feels like I didn't know. This is their own world. This guy, this King of Swords, he rules with an iron fist, but he's outside of his own realm. So it could be that he's in another dimension, or when it comes to awareness, or just, you know what I mean? His vessel's here. You may see him, but it's not, what is that thing that I said? When your soul, when your spirit leaves, and it's called some disembodied. He's not disembodied. I just think that I'm just very closed off to seeing things from any other way but my own. Okay. This guy has a craft. Oh, and it is relationships. Yeah, that's what they're good at, getting into them, but bad in getting out of them for good. This is somebody that loves these women. That I give me. Forget the money. Show me the lesson. That's what you're telling the universe. I work well with these types. Let's find out what it is. Yeah, I say that I want to get married. And when they say it to me, I'm like, yeah. I smile instead of go, no. Instead of my instinct, this is your instinct. Layla, always on your knees. Somebody got a Layla. Somebody said they got a Layla. And I feel like her knees turn you off now. Yeah. This is, oh my God, we're going to, look. This could be social media, the internet, where they meet on something. And this could just be him. He could be an air sign. And this is someone that I just feel like you're clever. I don't feel a lot of filters, but most people use at least one or two. Right? Very, very few people put their picture on there without some kind of assistance. And it seems to work well with these types of women here for me. Yay, we're holding, this could even be a wedding or something, or some type of thing where this is how you feel. Well, yay, we're holding glasses, and yay, and cheers, and la-di-da-di-da. And then you put this woman on a pedestal right here. This is what happens. You put her on a pedestal. And the second that you do that, pow, here comes the projection. You know what this says when you do this to these types of women, because they're the lesson. They take the power away from you as a man. And how they do it is they hook, line, and sinker right here. It's like, oh my God, this is amazing. We're the gears, right? This is, yay, I love it, I'm in love. And now she's under my thumb, but it's hers. Now comes this, whatever happened to her from other relationships or her dad, here it comes. Yeah, man. And this would be reaping. This would be cause and effect for this. Let me find out why. Why would this be something that you would... because you've been on this same boring path. It's the same thing, which tells me I date the same type of women. So I say the same. I must be the same type of man. How can I say that I changed if the women that I keep choosing are the same types of women? I tell people that I'm different than I was 20 years ago, but I mean, my choice in music stayed the same. But this is important for someone, that the men or the women that you date are exactly the same type of person for the past 35, 40 years. I mean, they got the same haircut. Some of them, they got the same fucking hair. Yeah, it's like... And for some reason, it's like you would rather die on your knees praising, but what this really is I don't want to be by myself, and this is much better than being by myself. I have a hard time, like, this is standing on my own, and then this is, no, I'm not. I mean, I'm only up for a little bit before I wind up feeling, this is also, I am up for betrayal. This is what you're telling this thing. So, excuse me, the universe is like, so, Sir Martin, tell us, and like, I need a lesson learner. I want somebody who's eventually going to think about putting something in my protein drink to take my life. I would like to lose everything, and on top of losing everything, I would like to be just anything, waiting for anything to come in. This is anticipating anything, and it's like, nah, with nothing happening, I would like to lose everything, all hope. Yeah, for Vixen energy, yay! Yeah, for a girl that has a tattoo that says Vixen. Well, one of them spelled it wrong, or they almost spelled it wrong. Yeah, one of them. Vicken, Vixen, okay? Or IN, right? And then what happens? How do I get caught in this? I'm going to tell you how you get caught in, because I know that I date them, but how does this? Have I stopped? You got caught in a time warp, sir. What happens is you have to get even. This is I can't just end it here. You know what I mean? I have to, and I don't know if you go out of your way to get even, but when the opportunity presents itself, I see it as such. Yep. And let me see if they talk about that. This could be that they start dating somebody new. And, or they get married. And you wind up lying to their husband or trying to get their husband to cheat. This would be the boyfriend that likes to be the guy who becomes friends with the fucking new boyfriend, and then encourages him. This is more self-sabotage. You're not fully over this woman yet, but you'll talk her up because you want to agitate her. You want her to say, "What are you doing?" So that he can say, "What do you mean? I mean, you love this guy, right?" So now she stays silent. She doesn't. This is the one that stays silent. All right, for once, please, Janie, but just stay silent. He's putting himself on center stage, but he's putting his foot in his mouth at the same time. People are going to notice a little bit of both. You know how people are. They're going to notice the foot in his mouth more than anything. What was that? That made sense to me at the time. Yeah, they're going to talk. And even was there something where they got engaged, and it wasn't soon. This is a wedding or something, and I feel like you could have went by yourself, or you went by yourself or something. I don't feel like you got out of the car actually. So this is a little psychotic. This would be a wedding now where I may even tell, this is little lies, because for the King of Pentacles, but next to these lies, for me, it's I'm an older man, so I have to be careful. My lies are a little more smooth. So I'm just going to say, well, it just didn't work. Somehow this guy is clever enough to get out of this guy to ask him, so what happened with you two? Without having to say, do you want to know what happened with us two? Did you ever ask her? Do you want me to tell you? He's so clever where he'll have somebody else or bring it out of somebody else. My God, this is why you're crafty. With this sword of yours, and I feel like it's just cutthroat or clear facts or even whiteout, right? And then replacing. I don't know. It just feels real crafty verbally. Quick thinking too. But I have an image to uphold. I don't want people to know that. Even though I'm not attracted to you, it's a failure for me, or I want everybody to know that this wasn't you leaving me. It's been so long since I felt this way. VHS. Oh man, don't do that. Don't go over there and ask for the VHS tapes of personal tapes and shit like that, man. This is just ridiculous. Somebody's thinking of this. I don't know if this is this person, but somebody's like, I feel I have to do something that's going to embarrass myself. That's what you're going to do. What you're going to do is you're going to prove them right. You're going to prove them right. That's it. There's nothing else that's going to happen in your favor anyway. And the ripple effect, we have the VHS and the ripple effect, and somebody else is getting nostalgic. Oh man, this feels like going back in time. I would love to go back in time. Now I'm thinking about this. Go back in time to what? Because this here was, all right, well, we're done. And I wanted to get even with you. So they could have even lied and said that they were going to possibly, I don't know, I'm thinking of dating men and shit. Maybe I'll marry a guy. Somebody even said that shit. But you have a hard time showing emotion in these relationships, though. Yeah, this is gay. Right, and then this is the lesson learner, and then all of a sudden, right, it becomes constant nitpicking. This is what these fingers make me feel like. Nitpicking, going back and fixing everything that you do, cleaning dishes after you cleaned them, fixing the table after you said it, just real dominion type. Like, this is my rod and this is thy staff, right? And somebody's like, well, this is my pistol underneath the death card. This is thy pistol. And with the VHS, I know when to turn the cameras off. Ripple effect. This would be cause and effect. For you, I've lost everything. Like I said, I'm impatient. I can no longer wait to get even or wait until things balance out. So what I do is I go out and I look. Oh, somebody got married impulsively to a man. Who is this? PR. PRLA. Blank. Okay. All right, I think that we know pal. PAO they have, but also if somebody says pal a lot, or it's just running joke, right? Don't hold back. It's been so long since I felt this way. This sabotage. All right, so let's talk about that. Here's the universe also removing someone. Like, whatever this is, there's a problem that arises where this guy is like, I can't do this anymore, right? This is my pistol, la-di-da-di-da, I'm done. Like, I just have to abandon shit. And they get antsy. They get antsy and shit, and they don't wait until they're balanced from this. And this is what happens. They'll lie to their friends. Like, well, what do you think? So how about this one? What's that one? I don't know, man. I think I might. Somebody even made the mistake of going, I don't know. I think my next step is being gay. And the universe is like, checkmate, nooka. Okay? And I'll raise you. No more women. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. There goes that one. So that was the possibility. That's a wife. Yep, this is a wife and a secure relationship. And this is no, that's what you were telling the universe. I do not want a wife. I'm not interested in women. And I feel that I know that this is true, but I'm angry that it's right. I'm angry that it's true. God, this would be, you fool. Jeremy or Jeremiah Trainer is saying, what a fool you are. I can't believe, nobody can believe that you chose that. We're not sure why. Jesse, Patrick, Pete, Pedro. It's Pedro. It's that Pete. All of you, Ricky, you're all good looking guys, and there must be something going on inside that has you where that you cap off at what you feel like you deserve. Okay, thanks for that. I appreciate that he said that. I'm getting emotional. I come to your emotional rescue. And they're crying in this. No more tears. Right. And if you don't love me now. I don't love them. I don't even like them. I'm not even what do you mean love? I was with them for 2 months or had sex with someone here. Yeah, I'm telling you. I thought, oh man. Chased after the person who mugged me, but oh man, I tell you what, for some people here, they chose a person that was sent into their life that already caused some type of trauma. I said some type of trauma, just to shove something in your face. And I'm not saying a word about names or anything like that, but I will pull cards on it. That's just what I do. Damn your low, damn your low. If you don't love me now, what is it? It's weird because somebody's friends were like, well, I don't understand. You look miserable when you're with this one. It's like you're trying to force yourself to believe that you want this one. You know, these are the friends where this guy is so short fused. You must be Cuban or Dominican or something, okay? Fucking Guatemalan, but whatever it is, people are like, they tell you, if I'd rather tell them on the phone, but I have to say it. And you got really good friends who, at the same time, they don't want to see you with that person. You know what I mean? But they miss their friend, and you haven't been right since you made the wrong decision. There's the world. Again, somebody thinks the world of you and they lied. Yep. King of Swords. This is again with the World card and the King of Swords. What is this? This could be an eight, just somebody who has some type of seat, okay, and they can't be that way, or they feel like, yeah, this is with the Strength card. This is, I have strong feelings. I don't know what Sephir was like. Sephir. Hello. And to your lovely wife. I forget your name. But I dig you. I know you didn't like me at first. I'm an acquired taste sometimes. But it makes me feel like this. Like Czech, Romanian, from Moldova, stuff like that. Scottish, Turkey. I don't, this is Greek, fucking statuesque males is what this makes me feel like, giants, where it's like, yeah, oh, it's that sounded like some kind of New Age Sumerian. I spoke that shit the other night and freaked myself out. Yeah, was it? No, this was old Anch. Yep. So, I do this often. I lie to myself because I'm strong and I have this leadership role. And, I do love a pair of good titties, though. I feel like you cover yourself up here, or this is how reserved you are. I will go topless if I feel comfortable enough with it. I'll go to hedonism. Do they still have that? Well, you want to go? You want to go to Mardi Gras? Absolutely, I'll walk around with my tits out, but I will not take my pants off, and I will have to put them away from time to time because I know that being the mystery is what we need to do. And you could have worn some kind of sash and shit if you went, or chains. Chains keep us together. All right, do you feel bound? This guy could have been bound. I don't feel like he's bound to a person. I feel like he's bound to this ideal about himself. Does that make sense? This is what keeps him from really good things. It's not another person. He can't be influenced by people. When you're this guy here, you're closed off to manipulate the lies and shit like that. Like, this is, I'm set in my ways and that's it. So this thing stopping you would just be your belief that you're too strong, or that whatever this is that you're saying. I feel like this would be Two of Wands, like, and two, you know that you want this woman here, and they could be an earth sign, or yeah, a water. Just tell me something about this broad here. Oh, this is, men don't fight for this anymore. That's what this is. Yeah, nope, they just don't do it. They're content. This is what they're saying. You're content in these relationships and situations. You would rather be fucking insane. Ricky, don't lose that number. Somebody named Ricky lost a phone number, or they said and they lied, but somebody named Chase Morgan actually has your wife's phone on them in their backpack. They don't even know it's your wife's. It's the blue one. You figure that out. If you have a change of heart. Nope. You're content being with these women or these people who drink secretly, and then they're online and who knows what they're looking at. And it's like, now I gotta worry what they're looking at. You didn't have to. Somebody screamed and said you had the best fucking thing you ever could have had, and you chose not to nurture it. All right, let's just say it like that, because we can see it clearly that you chose something lesser, or it appeared greater or similar at the time, and you have a hard time even getting some of these women to even these men to be naked in front of you. I miss looking at a woman naked. I go to bed with my wife or my girl. They're already in the dark and under the covers and shit. I can't stand it. Yeah, I'm with these ones that they cover their legs, their arms, their fucking neck. It's 75 degrees. The motherfucker's got leg warmers on, stretchies, a freaking overcoat and shit. And then I tell her, that's what you're wearing? Change of heart. Can you have a change of heart with your outfit? And then she goes in and gets a fucking triple fat goose jacket. Like, I meant the leopard. There comes the leopard after that. Can you, they don't dress, somebody doesn't dress sexy for another person anymore. They buy themselves stuff, but they don't wear it. It's weird. Yeah, they buy them and then they get home and then they judge themselves. But this is what they do. They disguise the judging. They make it feel like this chick makes the guy feel like he's judging. I didn't even fucking say anything. How is this possible? She comes out. Let me see it. And she comes out, and before he could even look at her 100%, she already looked at him like, oh, I can tell you don't like it. You're already judging yourself? Look at this. I don't have to do it for you. What do you mean am I judging you? And this winds up being one of those cycles that we talk about. Those cycles where somebody from your past, possibly, where somebody said, don't get back with somebody from your past unless what? There's security there, or they're secure. Don't have one person be all fucked up mentally and shit, and another person's white and can barely eat because they're going through something, and another person works outside and shit, and they're all healthy and like, hey, they go out in the community and public and shit, and they got friends, and then you have the other one here who either drinks to themselves, okay, but somebody else is going through something too. This feels like a state of delusion for whatever reason. And usually that comes with some type of rapid awakening, where I'm not sure if this is an awakening or I'm losing all stages and levels of my own consciousness. So we have the woman here who doesn't, she won't even dress for me. You know, I heard that there are women who they want men to help them get dressed. I never had that. This is just conversations these guys are having. Have you ever had somebody ask you to pick out an outfit? How about shaving? And have any of you ever shaven, even let's just say the legs of your wife or girlfriend? No. Because I heard that some women do this shit too. I heard that some guys watch their wives move, and the wives kind of know. Like, I never had this. I guess what I'm saying is I never had that type of like passion or heat when it came to a relationship. But, and then at the same time, because we're talking about this sabotage, but where now, if this guy is around a bunch of guys or even some women, and he can feel that he just said something that they're not used to, they have to kind of counteract that with, but I feel like I would fuck it up because I'm just not ready. I don't like commitment. And that feels like something that I would have to commit to because of what the worth. Right, so they make sure that they acknowledge that person is a worthy individual, but they don't want to admit to themselves that they don't feel worthy enough to be with them like that. So they make it seem like they're not ready, or they will. They're too good for me. But you're still telling the universe this. I want you to feel this. Nah, they're too good for me. I'm just disappointed. Can you feel how low down and down and down and down this is? Let's say that you had this much chance and your chance was this thick, sir. Okay? You just cut your chances like that of that person now. Now the conversation continues, and let's find out what we're taking from the rest of this pile because of other questions that popped up. And remember, there's some being, just assume there's some digital entity gone with no typos. They don't make mistakes, okay? It's what you're giving off as a feeling. There's a frequency that comes with not feeling good enough. Time for me to fly. Ambition and skill. Let's find out what this is. I mean, I know what this is, but I would still like to get specifics. MC Light and Dreezy, hello. Tell me 10% is on this calculator. Now that could mean something. Is that what you're getting? 10%, or that's what you're giving to the universe. Thank you. This is something going. By the time we calculate this shit, right, and we're your analyst, you basically, while we're done, and here's the great beep, and it pops up. You have 10% chance of attracting this person naturally. Yeah, some of you said about someone you're crazy about, that they're nuts, or yeah, I don't know if I'm into that body shape. You embarrassed yourself by saying that because they have a beautiful body, or just saying that in general is why. Or no, I don't really like redheads, or I don't like blondes, whatever it was. It's got it. It's an order. Just think of it as a mail order something. A universal mail order mate. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, they're a little ditzy, flighty, right? Got it. Okay. Huh. Your voice goes up and people know you're lying. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, this is, I don't want to wait. I don't want them waiting for me, I don't, you know how I am. I stop calling, I don't respond. Yeah, we know. That's why you're fucking by yourself and you're 60, You haven't been with somebody in 27 years. Shaw plays a mean pinball. Well, that pinball was which one was that about the fucking underdog or something? Which one was about the underdog? Yeah, I'm not waiting. This could even be. Well, I mean, they're dealing with this, and I would rather. Well, why don't you wait until they have this happen? This could be. Oh, well, they went away for work. Somebody went away for work, and you were coming back, and someone's like, nah, I don't want to wait. Yeah. Why don't you just freaking hang around and wait for them to come back, or they're moving back home or something like that? Yeah, I don't want to wait. Yeah, I can't. I refuse. Look, I refuse. This is also a double no. A double negative. Are you sure that you don't want this? All right, this is you do this all the time, right? And then now it's you act like I don't care. I'm good. I'm turning my back on it in whatever way this is. And then what happens? That deaf, dumb, blind kid. Are you not listening to me? Right? Are you fucking blind? This is the the Heath Keller of fucking Helen Kellers and shit like that, where it's this is dumb. Mute. You don't say how you really. You might as well just fucking say nothing, because the shit that you're saying. Some of these guys, friends have even said, "What, do you hear yourself? What we feel and what we see when you guys are in the same room or whatever is completely different than what you tell us." And I don't even know if you're aware of how opposite it really is. It's trilateral, yeah. This is the guy who says, well, this is like, I refuse to wait, but I like to hold on to people from my past. And I'm going to tell you why he likes to do this, right? Because they know him. Yeah, or they know her. So they feel comfortable, but I do feel like this is a male that does this, okay? And that I'm a disappointment. And not as a man, but you know where and when. Basically, they know that I'm going to disappoint them. It's a win-win for both sides. I mean, I'll bet that Sheila, she could pinpoint the date and the time that I'm going to do this shit again, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she knows that they know how I argue. We argue well. We even when we yell and say we're gonna kill each other and shit, like we know we're both lying. It's comfort zone. This is my comfort zone. Oh, huh. Waking up with battery acid sitting in a cup, right? This is someone who lives in an area where it's pretty hot, and I don't feel electricity even. They're showing me once again the border of old country for no men. Or no country, old country for no men. that came out that way for a specific reason. But just that kind of shit. And somebody knew that you have a cup of water by your bed and you put it on, this is your wake up, yeah? It's that kind of stuff where maybe it seems uniform, but it may not be so uniform now. I think that somebody is bored and discontent with even the fighting in your relationship, which used to be exciting for the two of you. I feel heavy drinking and just throwing shit all the time. Yeah, the devil. Forget this. Somebody's sleeping in a church, but they sacrificed goats in that church, and that's why you couldn't sleep last night. Yeah, it's a different kind of church. Okay, I know that because there's a steep. Well, I'm not judging you. You had to get out of the sun, but at the same time, you should have brought the mule in. But you venture into one of these things, and you see things. You see even remnants of what used to be a church, and you think, well, this must be sacred. I see a half of a cross. Something is so sacred about the half of this sacred cross just being missing, that it wasn't protected by something greater. I also see broken glass everywhere. People pissing in the street, they just don't care. What is that? Oh well. That's somebody's password. Whatever that song is. Oh, shit. Right. I see it looks like it could be a shrine. We're made to believe that place at some point must have been sacred, but that could have been a place where even from the rip from a long time ago, this shit was just doomed and cursed. It could be the land it's on. It's four walls. We're all aware that you're fucking delusional when you say these things, and now that I see that this could be a law of attraction thing, that I could have told the universe any other option but this one. If I ever get out of here, right? You are successfully attracting, because there was someone who said, well, how do I know that I'm doing this? You are a great person in general, so you're going by that, and you're thinking, why am I not attracting that person? There are the little pieces of you that you're just not honest with yourself. These don't feel like important discrepancies. They're little lies and alterations of the truth. But it's what you're talking about, right? UEA. Another E. These are a lot of vowels. H. Hate. I also see hot, like haughty, but... Oh, man, somebody actually said they hated the person. Triple E. IOU. Right. And some of these guys lied and said that you were hateful, or that they saw you out and that you were rude to them. It kind of gives them this excuse of saying why they don't like you, so that nobody else likes you too. That is a perfect outfit for podcasting. You could have some type of platform. Well, the Undertaker, I like it. That's a perfect outfit for podcasting. Agares. Village Square. I feel village idiots all the time. There's always at least that one. But here, this Sailor Sam. What's awkward is that you don't like these guys either, but you will It's so weird. It's like you want to hear yourself say out loud things about this woman, and you even catch yourself lying. I can feel an auto stop or a pause in you. And this is like some part of your system going, stop. Because it's killing us, right? Like, we know how you really feel, and we're trying to bring them to you, but we have to practice. We have to go by this karmic, spiritual, and universal law. And they've been giving you messages. You could have been hitting a lot of stop signs. You could have had this thing, this app on this ghost app, and saw the word stop and didn't know what they were talking about. You could have heard a commercial on the radio or something. Agars was one of the virtues, angels who kept the stars and planets spinning along the correct orbits and gave order to the heavens until he fell from grace. Oh boy. This is riding a crocodile, finding missing persons. He's known for being able to call runaways and military deserters home and causing enemies and unwanted elements to flee. So this person could be an agent or something, some type of detective or cop. Focus on direction and bringing allies and helpful items closer and pushing enemies and destructive influences away. And I mean, clearly this isn't happening. Ah, boy, what a mess. With the outfit for the podcasting with that. Bought roses and chocolates for a date on Valentine's Day. Oh my God. You know what I immediately thought? How do I get past this night? How do I get through this? I mean, how do I get through this night? I don't want to be here with them. Tell me about the roses. I'm on a date with someone, but I'm thinking about somebody else. And they could have, there's a platform that this guy is watching or listening to that's helping him understand a little bit. But some of the platforms or the things, the media platforms, right, that he's getting some kind of information on are from hateful women. So it seems like they're helping. This could even be women who talk about women narcissists as if they're on the women's side, but this is giving bad advice. It's a combination of weird shit. This guy relies too much on other people to determine how he feels with shit like this. Brought roses and chocolates for a date on Valentine's Day. We are the world. Is that the last time? We are the children. What year was that? 2004. That's the last time that I had a relationship that was fucking solid. I mean, commitment, all right? They could have just became a cop or thought about going into the academy and shit like that. And with the loyalty, I can't find this. And now it's just, look, they're so jealous. These women are so jealous that it affects their looks, man. Like a snake in the grass. And then what happens is these types of women bring out the cheater or the better lie cover upper of in these guys, and then they get mad. But this is just a fucking nightmare altogether. But this is what happens. This is the outcome of saying I don't like that. This is, I need new shoes. Oh, look, something sent a person into my life, right? I need new work shoes, let's say that. And you just got a job and you had to come out of the pocket for it. Somebody shows up, a family member. Hey, let's go to the mall. Hey, you want to get something? Nah. Somehow they knew about the shoes. It could have been another family member or a friend, just kind of, or you said something with your sly self and forgot that you did it, that you're that smooth. And now you have this opportunity. This is reward for something. They're not going to come delivered from Amazon with a card that says, love, guess who? What the fuck is this? Sometimes it is a meal, a coffee bought for you, It doesn't mean the reward doesn't always fit the task when it comes to the universe, because it's supposed to be, I noticed that everything comes back, right? There's a possibility that when I did that task that seems greater than this reward, which is a coffee, when I did that task, when I performed that task, other things happened in my life that lessened my frequency, that lessened my whatever this is around me. I good decision, good intent, said things that fucked with the ripple effect. Now I get it back as a coffee. But if I can still remain grateful for that and say, okay, well, I still got something, it's better than getting something bad. He was a Midwest boy on his... I love my legs. I love myself. I love my body. It's insane. I love who I am. I wouldn't change much. It's too far from home. So, did you see these motherfuckers? Even at night, there's a guy that's walked in, looking like he saw a ghost. Walked in his boy's house, shut the door, didn't say a word, sat down. I fucked up. I made the wrong decision. My wife, I can't even look at my wife at night. And this isn't really about looks with this one. This is the level of hate that comes off, or jealousy is one of the most unattractive things. And this is, look at this. Yes, this is my, court. This is, God, my judgment was off when it came. I did this with the wrong one. She had all of the skill. I don't know which one to grab. I'm gonna go with this. Excuse me. Oh man, and people are looking at him going, oh, this seems serious. Normally he would have laughed or said something cocky by now, but this seems a little like order. That's order right there. Order in the court, absolutely. See some old friends, good for the soul. I need to get my life in order. I need to go spend some time with some. I hope you didn't go to any more friends. This may be where you guys wind up meeting up. Did you go see friends or go back home or something? Look, I need to go home, or I need to go see some friends. I don't feel like the friends is the best, that these aren't the best. This isn't the best move for you, and you know it, but you're so driven to do it, and it's because something that comes from that move is going to bring this person or someone back into your life. Yeah, you know that they're not your friends, right? I need to get rid of friends. I need to do some dissecting and removal. Yeah, these jealous. I will no longer spend time with people that I can tell are jealous or mean me no good. Do you know, he's having this moment where I wonder how many times my jealous friends and family ruin something for me, and I know that it's ultimately my decision after that. They just are influences, but how much influence have I given them over my life with the death? I have a mother that smothers me or loves me to death and shit, and then this is also what oh my God. This guy has some friends where I feel like they would rather see me dead than to see me do this. Right? Like, I don't want to drink somebody could have been drinking a lot too. They drank a little bit in the past, or they started becoming a lie, this habitual lie. I think that they were taking care of a child, possibly. It could have been, well, you stay home. They could have gotten hurt doing something. And this would be serious accident with the death if that was the case. And then that turned into drinking and then eating and la-di-da-di-da. So if these questions came up about this woman while they were going through that, it could have been that they knew that they didn't look the same. Yeah, like I have too many restrictions on me, too many things that would keep me from. You should have just said that. Yeah, well, that would be. See, there's something with this entity having a conscious. You understand? Where it knows that you're being authentic. It's crazy, but I'm telling you, this is what it is. It's alive. This thing, this quantum world is it breathes. I don't know if you can ever feel it breathing, but. And what are we putting out? I'm worried about that. What are we putting into this thing that gives back, right? What are we all putting out when it comes to science and how we feel about each other, and even lying about how we feel, and putting this hate and shit out there? I mean, that's just fucking stupid. If you actually feel that way, that's bad. I have more respect for people like that. But when you act like you hate somebody and you don't, it's weird to me. Anyway, I feel like this guy possibly, it's like, yeah, I got a self-governing and self-raising child, so I mean, this gives me some back and wiggle room. This looks like wiggle room here. Somebody was thinking of starting a YouTube channel or some type of platform, but I don't know what this is to do. So you kind of lost yourself and didn't know how to get back to something. So it could have been that. And you know what I feel? I feel like this guy, the woman that he was talking about, used to say that it was so easy. She went through something where he was judging her for what she was going through, not understanding all of it, right? And instead of just saying, I have nothing to say, he said some things that didn't need to be said. But in the midst of that, now he's going through it. It's like, oh, okay, I see. I'm looking at this shit differently. Are you though? You're crying now. Saddlebags. That could be another thing. We don't really need men who call their moms and their sisters and shit saddlebags. Okay, so it could even be that the universe something was protecting you from this guy, or this is somebody else. Yep, there's a whole group of men. This just in. There's a group of men who had to sit there and say to themselves, all of them, can we just talk about how much we lie to ourselves when it comes to how we feel about women? For myself, because I'm straight, or for our significant other or somebody that we're interested in. Can we just take a moment to appreciate and acknowledge, so that maybe we can change this? How many times we have spoken or talked someone out of our life? Yep. The beast computer. I would be more concerned with the beast computer that's inside, with this system, your own system, and what you're feeding that beast computer. But be on the back burner. Always be aware that there's this huge thing that seems to be programmable. Is anything where you put out and then it comes back, where there's this constant movement of energy, does that create a program? Right? Is that an automatic program now? Because now I'm learning from you, I'm saying shit, you're going back, now I'm going back, you're going back, and in the midst of this, you have to wind up what you believe and what you take and what you accept and don't accept would be now a program. There are so many programs inside the program, right? I consider myself a good guy. I mean, I've been with some doozies, and I've been with some really good ones and everything, and I've been disappointed in them, and I've been the one that disappoints, and my judgment was where I'm thinking, whoa, man, what happened? My judgment was way off, and then I've been the one. I don't think you put this in there, sir. So I'll fill in your Mad Lib here. You've also been the one where they thought their judgment was off. You went through a little battle with alcoholism, sir, and I feel like you've maybe smashing your car into the garage a few times and having Cliff on speed dial number 4. I don't remember it. Definitely, or what is it? Right. it's more of a past memory where I can feel and know that it may have been. Yeah, it may have been. Ah, man, somebody also did some type of moon stuff or some mirror magic. This is a guy that did this shit, and I feel like they were told, cut it out. This could be, I don't want this person. I don't want them, but I don't want them to have anything either. This is weird. I want nothing to do with them. Maybe a friend. Oh, it's odd then. It's odd that a man would want a female friend to be stuck. You're not interested in them. You're not attracted to them. You think that they're strange. You heard that they may be a little easy. But I want to make sure that they can only go here, there, you know, and everybody feels like I want you going to the bodega and that's it. I want you eating ramen and I want you to have instant coffee while I am eating Radna Thai chicken and fettuccine Alfredo, maybe a little carbonara with my Keurig machine. Hardly seems fair. See this king thing? See, the truth is that's what this woman probably requires. Yeah, and that requires you to do some type of work, and this work would be for this guy is just to be honest. Baby, we were born to run. This feels like you run from that. I believe this is strong man. I don't run from, I have no fear. But this would be a kind of fear, right? I'm afraid that if I say I feel this way about this woman, and then what if I find out that she doesn't like me the same? Now I look like a fool. Suicide machines. Somebody could be ready to friggin', I didn't mean it, because now their friends are like, well, look at that, hey, I'm single, I'm divorced, and they said something. Somebody said something like, oh my God, like I would love to be that woman's boyfriend or husband. I couldn't even imagine. Like I would just look googly eyed. Motherfuckers, like I would just right in bed. I would just grab them and run them up against the wall and shit, and literally run them up. You know those demons when they show them in movies where they just kind of slide up the wall and shit? I feel like somebody is. I want to just strap your legs across my engines. I mean, it's pretty. That's what else could it be? You could be a rougher type of beautiful too, where you wear it well. You, whatever this is, I feel like it's just a very strong look that you have as a woman. And you get attention, but goddamn, look at this shit. Like, my God, somebody has pictures. There are cops here. Look at this. Wait do you see this? Wait do you see them walking like here? Wait do you see the way that these chicks look at this broad? Look, I got her walking in a bar. Wait do you see the looks that people give? Look, and that's because look at how you move. Somebody walks in, excuse me, yup, puts their shit down to orders their shit, goes into the bathroom, yada. I feel like it's just you, yourself, and that's it. Me, myself, and I when I go out. And this bothers people. Usually these types of guys that lie about how they feel, the women are more desperate. I'm not saying you are, but the way that you handle the situation comes off like that, and these guys immediately now go into something with you with a little less respect than they had in the beginning, and a little less respect than they have for the one that they really want, which I refuse to fucking chase a man. I won't do it. My chase goes as far as you smile at me, you say hello, I say hello back, I may tap you a little bit and walk past you and rub up against you. That's about the fuck all you're getting from me. You hear me? Because I believe that when these types of guys are very good at baiting and then removing themselves, which now makes these women want to go out of their way to, like, what do you really want me to show up at your house? Because I will. You know? It's a fucking, I ask Linda, right? I will show up at your house on your nephew's birthday party and cause a scene and embarrass you, and I'll be the one that you marry because of it. What makes you guys do this shit? I'm curious. Wendy? Something good, I don't know. Yay, we're getting that. Wait, and then he kissed me. got married. I'm constantly saying I want to be single, and then I don't. My mood dictates whether or not I want to be married, whether I say that I am just because, whether I put a fake ring on. This is for the women who do that. You put a fake fucking engagement on to say that you're married, but I feel like I'm lying to myself. I'm saying that because I want to come off as the woman who doesn't want to be approached, except now they can watch you on these things. And somebody has a husband that's resourceful, and he's been seeing this. He doesn't give a shit, but he keeps just enough information so that he doesn't look like a fool. I mean, this guy waits till he gets fully loaded of information, and he saves it for a day, a rainy day. He does, and he can see her flipping the ring, and even sometimes taking it off. Why would you even tell me this? I didn't ask you to do this. It's these weird things that people do. They go out of their way to do. Why? And then he kissed me. I can't take it. I don't want to get married. Or someone's engaged and it's like, and the woman can hear him. I can't fucking stand it. I can't stand it. What am I doing? I let somebody didn't show up meeting someone too. Like, this got real deep for some people, where I left you high and dry. I didn't show up, or I never responded to your call, or I was supposed to call in something. That's it. I closed out a cycle with the wrong bitch. Somebody said it. I thought I was too tough for my own goddamn good. And now my friends, I know you guys are sitting here. Is that what he said? I know you're fucking happy about this shit. I can see it's all over your faces because I know you, right? You don't. These guys aren't talking to their wives. It just so happens, huh? What a coincidence that two of you are getting a divorce, or you're separated. Okay. And now, ironically, somebody got left something too, from a dad or a friend or something. Somebody's friend passed away and left them a boat or a boathouse and said, okay, so let me get this straight. All right. Here I am. I'm losing everything because I chose the wrong woman. Somebody else acknowledged this or just handled shit differently than the one guy did. And he has all these things coming in now. It's like, I'm planning a fucking trip to go relax, listen to some music. This feels like Italy or something, where they have these record players in coffee shops and stuff. Yeah, with the food cart. I love this. Little cafes. I'm going to go by myself because it's the only one that I get along with right now. Yep. I'm going to meet some people in the neighborhood, go for walks, sightseeing, this and that. They just showed me Sex in the City when Carrie went to Paris, right? So it could be Paris for somebody. Listen to the music. They're saying pay attention to the music. I know you always do, but you have a habit of choosing a certain type of music, and I feel like they want you to just let something play. Yeah, I feel like you know what I mean. This is definitely sights. Just looking at shit, looking at architecture. Trying to get away from this telepathic shit too. Like, I'm having a hard time just disconnecting from this shit. This is also, I'm having a hard time not thinking about this situation, and it's, it's like I move on. But somebody's apprehensive because they're afraid that they're going to be halfway to the trip, or I'm going to be on the plane and boom, and have this moment where now somebody's going to call and say, yo man, so-and-so's out to dinner, out with that one. Like, I can't believe you fell for it. Somebody's friend was like, yo, maybe you should just get away. But they had a woman say it to you so that you would be more trusting. And it's like this older woman too. Maybe you should just take that trip and go on yourself. And here it is, Taurus. This is God dick here, and then there's the Emperor. So this could even be the woman, where I'll put a spell on you. Let me work my magic and shit like that, and then they're waiting for you to leave. Hey, I'll take you to the airport, buddy. Yeah, maybe you'll meet somebody there, and then it's like, woohoo, motherfucker, as they drive off and shit. And now it's new path. This is a new lane, which would be, I'm going to stop at the store, I'm going to get my hair cut, I'm going to get clothes. This is setting up some kind of chance meeting while you are away. But you told not only the universe, you told your friends that you didn't feel for this woman, or you didn't want her back, or something like that. So you were very clear, and they heard you. Everybody heard you.